If you're anything like me, once you've got dough invested in your woodworking tools, you really want to protect them, make sure they're going to last a long time. Let me show you something that'll go a long way toward helping your tools be protected and make them work better. What I'm talking about is coating the surfaces of these tools with a dry lubricant like this or like this. This will do a couple things for us. One is that here on the cast iron surface, when I spray this on, it's going to help prevent rust from forming on the surface. Now, I know in some parts of the country that just the ambient humidity can be pretty high. That humidity in the air is enough to get rust on this tabletop. Here where I live, there are big temperature swings from winter to summer, along with humidity swings. Same thing. That can cause rust on your tabletop. So I'm going to spray this on to the cast iron top, down into the miter gauge slots. I want to cover the whole surface. Now remember I said it does a couple things for us. The other thing, in addition to providing protection for the surface, is it makes parts move across the surface more easily. So I'm going to also do the face of the fence. Now that's never going to rust, but I want to make it slippery. I'm going to do the bar here that the fence slides on. Make sure I've got a good shot down in the miter gauge slots. And in fact, here on the bottom of the miter gauge, I'm going to spray the bar of the miter gauge and the bottom of the head. Now you can also use this stuff down inside the saw in the inner workings. So any place in the machine where you've got gears and trunnions that are working against each other, remember there's all sorts of sawdust down in there. If you use a wet lubricant, then that's going to leave some kind of dampness behind. It's easy for the sawdust to stick to that. Over time it's going to gum up on you. So you want to stick to a good dry lubricant on those surfaces. One of the things that's important is that neither of these lubricants have silicone in them. What's important about that is that if there's silicone in the lubricant, that silicone is going to be left behind on the surface, and eventually there's a good chance it could migrate up into your woodworking project. So as simple a job as pushing a piece of wood across this table saw could leave silicone in it. You probably won't even know it's there until you go to put finish on your project. And unfortunately, what you don't know is that you sort of pre-finished your wood by allowing silicone to migrate from here up into the material. And the symptom of that will be that stain and clear coats won't stick to your material. So you want to stay away from those silicone-based products. Both of these products are woodworking specific. They work very, very well. Now, I'm showing you my table saw here and how I use it on there. I also spray these products on my bandsaw, the bed of my planer, the bed of my joiner, even bottom of my router. One place where I really find this helps is that when I'm using my router on a dovetail jig, where it has to slide easily across the comb of the jig, I spray both the dovetail comb and the router base. I spray it on the surface of my router table. Like I said, any place where I'm going to ask two parts to slide against each other, I like having this lubricant on here. I'll tell you what, if you have never used it on your tools, when you use it for the first time, you'll be amazed at how much more easily the parts work, and you'll be amazed at how much protection it can add to these cast iron surfaces so they don't start to develop rust on you.